All right, Shalom. Giving all praises to Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai, Ba'Shem Kahakwadash. Double honors to the apostles, elders of Great Millstone, who taught me this truth. Sincere Shalom to the hopeful elect. All right. I'm going to make this video real quick, short, and straight to the point. All right. And, so quick that I only got one scripture to talk about this topic. But as you can see, you see what the topic at hand is. All right, I got this article queued up. It says black women voted most undesirable women to date. Okay, what a mistake. All right. But apparently, okay, when you put in, let's go back to Google, least desirable women in America, right? When you put that in on Google, okay, and you go on Google Images, look who pops up, right? It's other women, but you can see it's black women though. You know what I'm saying? Black women are the least desirable to date. All right. And there's a reason for that. Okay. Black women are hard to deal with. Okay. They're very hard to deal with. And when you look at all of the sexual immorality, women disrespecting men, all of that comes from black women. Okay. And, men around the world, okay, are tired of their attitude, man. You try to talk to these black women and they just automatically have an attitude. They sizing you up like how a man sizes up another man. You know what I'm saying? So, the black woman, she's real masculine and she doesn't cooperate with you like how she's supposed to and give you the respect and, let you as a man sit in the seat of authority. The black woman is always trying to challenge men. Okay. She's trying to challenge men. That's her whole thing, to challenge a man. Right. And in particular, she challenges the men of her own nation, the black man. That's the man that she looks down upon the black man, whenever you notice when the black woman is in corporate America, hang on, give me a second real quick. Kill this damn mosquito. Salakia. But when the black woman is in corporate America, okay, and she's rubbing shoulders with, white people, she's rubbing shoulders with Asian people, Indian people, she's on her best behavior. You know what I'm saying? She's on her best behavior and, she don't have, she don't have much to say, except being in full submission to those men. Right. But when it comes down to the men of her own nation, right, other black men, right, she treats the black man like he's garbage, black women, they have this thing to where it's, fuck niggas. You know what I mean? Fuck niggas. All the female rap artists, which are black women, are saying fuck niggas, take advantage of these niggas, And in the music videos and the movies, they always show the black woman putting the black man in his place. Okay. So, men are tired of it, man. Black men are tired of it. And then, these other nations, they don't want to date her either. Right. Because these other nations, right, they want a feminine woman. Right. Like the Asian man wants a feminine woman. You ever seen them Asian women? They real feminine. They're real soft to the touch. You know what I'm saying? They're they're not argumentative, right? And they're in full cooperation, right? And even if you're not their husband, even if you're not their boyfriend, they still respect you as a man. You see? But the black woman, she don't have that in her, right? She wants to be a man. Okay? So she talked to men crazy. She she tries to usurp her authority. She thinks that she's equal, man. And that's why she's the most undesirable woman to date. Okay? Because she's a headache. All right. And she's making a fucking fool of herself. She's all over the internet. The black woman is all over the internet, talking about her vagina and her rectum and, just saying some all out foul shit. Like she don't represent the black man. Like she don't represent the black man, right? These other nations ain't looking at her, okay? And pretty much looking at her and blaming the whole nation on her corruption, right? So, she makes a fool out of her people, man, by the way that she act. Okay? So yeah, nobody wants to date her, man. Okay, she's corrupted. The black woman has been corrupted, all right, through years and years of social engineering tactics that the so-called white man has directed towards her. Okay, like when you read that Willie Lynch letter, okay, Esau specifically targeted black women, okay, to make them more masculine. All right, and what Esau did, he would separate the father from the house, right? He'd humiliate the father in the house, and then in turn, that will make the black woman, raise weaker men, because she would raise her son to be weak, so that way he didn't intimidate the white slave master, right? And then she would raise her daughter to be masculine, to take on the load that a man was supposed to take on, right? So you got generations and generations of other black women raising their daughters, right, to be masculine, to be strong, to don't let no man tell you what to do. You know what I mean? Be independent, never depend on a man, right? And then the music videos and the movies and just all the propaganda in the social media circus acts. Okay, all of that coincides, and that's a part of the problem too. So the black woman has been broken down over years and years, and that's why she's difficult to deal with at this point in time. Okay, she can't be she's not salvageable, right? So let's see what this article says. It says, what is it with black women, and why won't people leave us alone? Not only do we have to face the unfavorable statistics that tell us that we are least likely to get married out of other racial groups, and I guess this is a black woman that the black woman that made this article. I guess this is probably a disgruntled black woman, right? That's been hit with reality, because this sounds like a complaint article, right? And she's complaining that her women are the most undesirable on the planet. Okay. But that's the common black woman. Instead of, her sitting here complaining, right? Blaming the world. Why don't nobody want to date them? The black woman don't want to do no internal work. She don't want to look within herself and say, hey, what the hell am I doing to where I'm driving all of these men away from me? Am I too masculine? Am I talking out of term? Am I disrespectful? What am I doing that's pushing that? What am I doing to the point to where it's at now, to where I'm the most undesirable woman on the planet to date? Nope. The black woman is just going to keep complaining and blame everybody. And that's why nobody want to deal with her. She don't know how to take accountability. Okay. She's been raised with a mentality that you're always right. Okay. Because that's how her mother was. Right. Her mother, a lot of these black women grew up with single mamas. Right. And, these single mamas that raised them. Okay. They couldn't take accountability. So in turn, they taught her to do the same thing. Okay. And like I said, it's just generations of just, not taking responsibility for the madness that they brung into the world, man. All right. But there is also a fact the fact that black women outnumber black men as a result of mass incarceration. Let me see if I can get something, man. Okay. The strong, aggressive black woman narrative, right? Because that is a narrative that black women are always that narrative is placed upon black women, and that's true, right? Because they are strong, aggressive, okay? Right? The black woman don't know her place. Like I said, she's always trying to size up a man. She really thinks that she's equal. Okay? And no man really wants that, man. Okay? You as a woman, you're supposed to be a man's piece. I'm not supposed to be arguing with you, right? Going back and forth. The black woman want to be a man, but men don't argue. Men don't come up with bullshit theories and just all out toxic the way y'all is, right? When men get together, men for the most part can be cordial with one another. Men don't just be arguing to argue, right? So the black woman's mind is all twisted, man. Okay? And that's why don't nobody want to date her. Okay? And you got to understand as well. And I don't want to read this article because it sounds like she just complaining, right? This is a black woman that wrote this article, and she's just pissed off that, the truth has hit her, in the face. You know what I mean? So I don't have no time to read this, but, it just proves my point that the black woman, she's not fit for marriage. She's not fit to be a long-term partner. Okay? She's not a good partner. She's not a good significant other, man. Okay? A lot of these black women are just good for one night stands, man. Because that's their longevity. A one night stand is a black woman's longevity. That's her, how far her attention span can go, and that's the only time she can be submissive, on her back, right? And you on top. Other than that, you got hell in a handbasket, man. Okay? So let's go ahead and get this scripture, man, right here. All right? And close it out, because this is all I got. All right? This is what I was going to say is what you have to understand, okay, before I read this scripture, what you have to understand is that the black woman being the most undesirable woman to deal with, and nobody wants to date her, and she's strong and aggressive, you have to understand that this is a curse that was placed upon our nation, man. Okay? Read Deuteronomy, the 28th chapter, right? And I love reading Deuteronomy 28 because it plays out. You can see it play out within our people, within our communities today, man. All right? And if you read Deuteronomy, the 28th chapter, okay, you can see that this was prophesied that the black woman was going to turn into an animal, man. All right? That, the further and further, we stepped away from our power, Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai, the black woman was going to get worse and worse, man. And now we got today to where, just look at the music that the black woman is listening to. Look at the music that she's making. Pound Town, right? My vagina pink, my rectum is brown. If you know that song, you know the lyrics. The black woman be saying some just all out filthy shit, man. Right? That shouldn't even be coming out of anybody's mouth, whether man or woman, child, anybody, man. Nobody should be saying the nasty, filthy shit that they be saying and publicly parading it around the earth as if it's a badge of honor. The black woman has made a culture out of twerking and getting nasty in public. She wears that shit like a badge of honor, being a hoe. Who the fuck wants to date that, man? Who wants to deal with that? Okay? And that's a curse. That's a curse that was placed upon her, man. Okay? Because also it goes back to Eve in the garden, man. All right? Eve was a so-called black woman. Eve was a so-called black woman. Okay? So, this is pretty much the black woman's karma, right? For making that deal with the devil, man, because the black woman she still got that pact with the serpent. She still has that pact with the serpent. She still has that agreement with the serpent, right? Because in Genesis, the third chapter, the serpent offered Eve what? He offered her pretty much a godhood, a God status, right? He told her, look, if you listen to me and you fuck with me, you know what I'm saying? I could put you on high. You don't have to listen to Adam. You don't have to listen to the Most High. You're a God. You can just open up your eyes. If you open up your eyes, you can see that you're special. You're the one everyone should praise. So she's still running with that pact that she made in the garden. Well, she's still going off of that agreement, right? She's still playing out that agreement that she made with the serpent in the garden, man. Right? But Esau is going down. Okay? The serpent is going down, man. The serpent is losing. So as the serpent loses, okay, she loses. All right? So this is Isaiah 3:16. It says, moreover, the Lord saith, because the daughters of Zion are haughty and walk with stretched forth necks and wanton eyes. Okay, and haughty means proud. The black woman is proud, man. Right? She walks around like she's God's gift to earth or something, man. Okay? And them stretched forth necks is meaning that she got her head up high. You got a lot of black women that got good jobs. They live in houses by themselves, financially stable. So they think that, can't nobody tell them nothing. And they look down on the men of their own nation to the point to where they look down on the men of their nation, man. All right. It says walking and mincing as they go and making a tinkling with their feet. Therefore, the Lord will smite with the scab the crown of the head of the daughters of Zion, meaning that the Lord is going to turn the black woman bald, man. OK, there's a reason why the black woman is running around with weaves and wigs in her head, man. You know what I'm saying? And that's another reason why don't nobody want to date the black woman. The black woman is the only woman on the planet that's not wearing her own natural hair. She's ashamed of how she looks. Right. Because why won't you wear your natural hair, man? Negro hair is beautiful, man. Right? It's fluffy. It's full of life. Right? It's an exotic look. But the black woman, she rather pay $400, right, for the Indian woman's hair and put it in her head and walk around like it's hers. That's another reason why don't nobody want to date her. She's fake. She's not even real. She don't have her real hair. Her personality is fake, right? So, the Lord has smited her with baldness, man. Okay? It says, and the Lord will discover their secret parts, right? Meaning that the black woman is going to be out here just all out in the open, all out sexual, just like how they are today. No filter, no discretion, right? Just all out sexual. You see? All out sexual, all out lustful. Okay? So everybody can see, bend over, grab her crotch in front of thousands of people. That's the Lord discovering their secret parts. All right? And the Lord is exposing the black woman, and nobody really wants to deal with her because it's a headache. Right? She's out of her mind. Verse 18, it says, in that day, the Lord will take away the bravery of their tinkling ornaments about their feet and their calls and their round tires like the moon. Right. And that's going into all the accessories that, the black woman used to have, because the black woman, she's always been a fashion. The black woman has always been about fashion and keeping herself up. Right. And that was the black woman's glory. Right. Because the black woman used to walk around with nose jewels, and I'm talking about the ancient world, nose jewels and rings, and you know what I mean? There was, at one point the black woman was the most desirable woman on the planet because she was her energy was vibrant and her appearance was radiating, right? And that's because she was connected to her power. She was in submission to her husband, right? She had the right mentality. Okay, so she looked a hell of a lot better. But now that she's departed from the Lord, she's departed from her husband. All right. Her natural role as a woman. Now she ain't, she ain't looking all that good. Now she's walking around with like some little ass shorts, a tank top, and some sandals on. Right. Just looking like a stripper, looking like a complete streetwalker, man. That's ready to be picked up and paid for their time and their service. Okay? She don't have that majestic look anymore, right? So it's like, why would anybody want to date her? You see? So for any of you black women that's listening to this video, y'all need to stop asking, why don't the world want to deal with us? Why don't the world want to deal with us? What's everybody's problem? Y'all need to stop thinking like that. Y'all need to start asking yourselves, what can you do, okay, to make yourself more presentable, man? All right? You black women, you need to start focusing on more and internal work, working on yourself. You see? Stop blaming the world for all your problems, because at some point, black women got to look in the mirror, man, and realize that, a big part of the problem is you. You're hard to deal with, right? Men don't even approach black women anymore, man, right? If you see a black woman on the street, you kind of want to just cross the street and get away from her, because you can already see that attitude, that masculine. She walking around with her shoulders buffed up, So now a lot of men see y'all and just cross the street and be like, nah, I ain't trying to deal with that. I ain't even trying to be around that. That ain't no woman. So, I just wanted to make this video, man, because, I thought it was real interesting that was that was a statistic that, black women are the most undesirable women in America. OK. And, they're not. You have to understand the black woman is not really going to she's not really going to get back in order until we get into the kingdom of heaven, man. All right. So they're just going to have to suffer humiliation on this side until the Lord, takes us back home, man. All right. Because they brought this shame upon themselves. All right. So with that, I'll go ahead and give all praises and glory to Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai. Lord willing, this was edifying. Shalom.